Can I ask you a question? And I know, again, Spenny, the heavyweights, you guys have been going fairly viral lately with your talk about Lions free agency and things like that. And I've always said, like, I'm never going to get on this microphone and lie to you guys, especially like in the name of clicks or hits or real views or anything like that, because I'm not, because I don't have that in me. I'm passionate about what I'm passionate about. And what Spenny? Taxman calling you?
No, that was D-Mac.
Oh, was it? Oh, Taxman calling you?
Well, that was me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
but anyway, it's just like I know I'm supposed to have this hot take about DJ Reader, and I'm supposed to like pound the table and say, "Gosh dang it, they need to say you can't let DJ Reader leave the building." Like, I understand that, but D-Mac, for all the outrage, and I think some of it is faux outrage, not all of it, but I think there's a lot of faux outrage out there. I'm not getting overly worked up about this free agency stuff, because we just got done talking about the contract extensions for Holmes and Campbell. And D-Mac, it's weird. And we've discussed how there's certain things that we have to embrace now as Lions fans that we're not used to, and we're new money and all that stuff. But D-Mac, I'm just not going to sit here and be disingenuous and get upset and demand free agency signings and things like that. I'm not. Maybe that makes me a simp. Maybe that makes me a Bradbot. I don't know. But I'm just calm with everything. I know it's weird and I know it's new. I'm just calm about it, man. I know that's bad for my profession.
These guys making a decision, and in this situation, DJ Reader's a free agent, right?
Yeah.
So DJ Reader, we say, and I know you brought it up yesterday, he did a lot of the heavy lifting inside to allow Trey Hendrickson to go off for what, 17 or
17 and a half.
17 and a half. Did he just not sign a new deal, right?
Yeah.
So my point is Reader not looking to get paid?
Yeah,
Bottom line.
absolutely.
Bottom
If
line.
you're taking a tour, it's going to a big
bottom
war.
line, is he not looking? Is this not the one time in his life where he can get paid his ticket, right? So again, at the end of the day, you got to see if your synergies line up, right?
Yeah.
Now, do we think on the outside that absolutely everything we've talked about, that he can help this team? Yeah. But it's out of our hands. Now it's, does he want to be a part of something? Is the money there as far as we want to spend it? Does he get the seal of approval from Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell? What he comes in here, and I'm not saying it is, but I look at it like it's the Jordan Davis thing. I don't care how good you are, if you're not part of our future and you want it, and whether it works out money, this, that, or whatever, then move it on down the line. I think he'd be great here. I agree with everybody else, but I'm trusting in Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes, right? They're the ones who's making the decision. I mean, my attitude with the Lions is the same as the Red Wings.
Yeah.
Trust the guys in charge. I'm hoping for this, but it's not the end of the world if it isn't. But you look at Carlton Davis. You come in and you address that corner. Who's the other kid?
Amik Robertson.
Right, another player, what we were talking about before, that comes in and plays nickel or dime, or the inside where Brian Branch, and you get to free him up more to play the Tracy Walker. They're doing things and creating and plugging things in that they needs, right? Needs in the free agency.
That's what he said.
Now, I hope DJ Reed, and you know what? If you're going to spend money, do I think it's good money if you spend top of the value for this guy? Yes, but I got to see the synergies, and I want the same attitude. And you know what? If DJ Reader is going to get to that podium the way Carlton Davis did and tell me that no one's running through this middle here while I'm here and stuff like this, I want that.
Yeah.
Right? I want these guys. But right now, we just sit back and wait.
Yeah.
And it's not the end of the world or anything like that. Dude, did you just mention the Mad Dog Russo thing? Neil? Did you mention that?
Yeah.
See, like that's legitimacy. To the fact that you got national pundits who think that you not only you're in the conversation, but putting you high on expectations of what to do. I'm with you, Neil. I ain't worried about whatever else. The money's there. The draft picks are there, this and that. You said you're concerned yesterday. Did you give up too much a third rounder? But no, you also told me that it was found money because you had 2 third rounders. So you can gamble like this.
That he created.
Is this the guy? Like, I'm hoping, and I'm sure Spenny and anybody who's a DJ Reader fan, that after he visits here and whatever and the signing's done, is that just like everything else, Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell come out and it's just gushing over what this guy's going to do. And then he comes back and gushes back because it's real. Everything we're talking about with this organization, take your old glasses off and it's really, it's new. So again, it's the right guy. It's the old adage, I'm not in a hurry to get it done. I'm in a hurry to get it done right.
I don't think he'll cost a lot either. He's coming off that quiet injury. A big part of this visit is going to be the physical, checking, making sure he'll be good coming back from that injury. So I don't think he'll cost the most money in the world, and it makes sense, man. They absolutely have a need there. I think it makes sense. So I mean, we'll see how it plays out.
I guess my thing about it is, and WoodwardSports.com chat thread, this one's pretty funny. Stotan coach, so Neil is the opposite of Maz. We were talking about that before we went on the air here.
100,000,000%.
Where Maz, Maz has that New York
Maz is a New York media back page,
clever
always got to
headlines.
make you always got to make a splash and whatever. It's more about names than execution.
George Eagle says, "Damn it, Neil! I demand that you demand it." And guys, I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm always going to be honest, dude. I'm not doing that because. How many people were talking about DJ Reader 4 days ago?
Well, I know one guy.
For real, though.
I'm talking about it for a month.
Yeah, he has.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and Spenny, like, look.
Yeah, but that's where he lives.
Spenny's our big guy
He
insider,
lives
so
on
you
the
don't
line,
count.
bro.
That's fair.
He got his Glasgow. He was sitting on the offensive line
Yeah.
on his Glasgow, and then he moved to the defensive line. Spenny, what's your vibe, right? Because you've been watching this. This is your guy. What is your intuition or your fandom or whatever like this as far as like you think that this could truly get done?
Yeah, I do think it could truly get done. He's a Brad Holmes guy. He's dealt with injuries, so it makes him a Brad Holmes guy. No,
No.
That's what it appears.
But to your point,
Yeah.
right? That's not a deterrent, right? A lot of teams in a lot of leagues that there's guys with injuries, they don't want to touch a guy.
Yeah.
Right? Neil mentioned it yesterday when we had Doc Pearson on Tuesday. We were talking about this.
Yeah.
And it's not, and he pretty much said, no, if it's not that invasive of an injury, you can fully recover.
Yeah,
So
it's not too bad of an injury for him to recover from. He does bring a lot of what we need, and right now you only have 3 defensive tackles on your roster, and it's Ali McNeil, Levi Onwuzurike, and Broderick Martin. And the Cincinnati Bengals just signed Sheldon Rankins.
Yeah, his replacement.
He's out of the Bengals are not re-signing DJ Reader.
Right.
He's out of the Cincinnati. So I would love for it to happen. Bring him home, man. If you sign DJ Reader and he plays more than 15 games next year,
That's a good
Aiden
sign.
Hutchinson will have more than 17 sacks.
Yeah.
And I get it, man, and you're passionate about him, and you have a breakdown. And to be fair, you're not just hopping from name to name to name like a lot of the folks are around here. Like, with Eric Armstead, bring him home. Like, I'm getting fatigued with the whoever gets cut, bring them home thing.
Right,
now, that
right.
I am passionate about. That I am tired of hearing about.
I will say what Matt said yesterday was funny when he was like, I got to know him since he was born before I want him on my team. That was pretty, I love Matt. That was funny.
Yeah, man.
Now I think this is a little aggressive. In the WoodwardSports.com chat thread, Maz forgets his pills a lot. Now, come on.
Come on now. Don't do Maz like that.
Yeah, come on. That's too
no,
much.
Maz is consistent.
Real cream of wheat. Maz, we need a quarterback, probably. This was earlier. Detroit hasn't seen a relationship like Campbell and Holmes probably since Maz and Baker Mayfield.
That was Maz's guy, man.
Yeah. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Francis Garcia. Neil, I wear readers to read small print, but keep glasses to help hide the bags under my eyes. Those are 50-year-old problems.
I got bags under my eyes, too. I
Yeah.
noticed them in the mirror the other day. I was like, damn.
Yeah. Hoof-hearted. Now, let me ask you this, Spenny, before we cut to the break. A DJ Reader signing means the Lions are changing to a 3-4.
No.
I don't think so.
No, he's going to implement I think they run a 4-3 here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he'll fit right in with a lean right next to him.
You can put him in between Ali McNeil and Aiden Hutchinson.
We're
He'd be
talking about
just as
him making, somebody in the middle like that making Hutchinson better. You know who makes it better is Campbell. Makes those linebackers better.
Yeah.
Like
Makes a lot of things
continuing
better.
to improve. Like That's the whole thing. And the one thing is, obviously, Kenny, I think you nailed it on. Why is DJ Reader? Why do we see other guys don't do visits and stuff like this? Well, because there's questions, and the questions are probably health. That's the biggest question about him. So you got to bring him into your camp to not only talk to him, but to get the physical evaluation and the sign-off. Are you guys in this room, if the medical staff gives a sign-off and with the Lions, are you good with it? Because I am.
Yeah.
They've proven that. That's one of, Spenny brought it up, one of Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell's things is they're not afraid to get injured guys. So that means the training staff has to be great at evaluation their doctors, and I feel that that's part of the team initiative.
Injured players, you get them cheaper. That's the strategy. It does seem to be a Brad Holmes strategy. So.